everyone, and welcome back to Fulgur channel. And today, we have an intriguing and timely topic to discuss. The U.S. Navy's recent deployment of a destroyer near the Chinese blockade in Taiwan has caught the world's attention. In this video, we'll delve deep into the details of this significant event and its implications. But before we begin, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on global affairs like this one. The tensions between the United States and China have been simmering for quite some time, with Taiwan being the contentious issue. China has imposed a naval blockade around Taiwan, which the United States views as a threat to regional stability. The U.S. Navy deployed the USS Milius to challenge the Chinese blockade in a daring move. The mission: to maintain freedom of navigation in international waters and to send a clear message of support to Taiwan. As the USS Milius sailed closer to the Chinese blockade, it encountered Chinese Navy vessels. The encounter led to a tense standoff as both sides asserted their positions. Meanwhile, the United States deployed a naval destroyer into waters claimed by Beijing, a move that elicited an angry response from China's military. Missile destroyer USS Milius illegally intruded into the waters adjacent to the Meiji Reef in China's Nansha Islands without the approval of the Chinese government. Spokesman for the Chinese military's Southern Theater Command, Qian Junli, said in a statement. He went on to say that Beijing's Air Force followed and carried out surveillance of the vessel. The U.S. Navy said its guided missile destroyer had conducted a navigational rights operation and was consistent with international law. This freedom of navigation operation upheld the rights, freedoms, and lawful uses of the sea, the U.S. Navy said in a statement. Taiwan criticized China for damaging peace and stability in the region after Beijing ended 3 days of large-scale military drills on Monday. China will fully use military exercises to undermine peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait, Taiwan's foreign ministry said. China, which considers Taiwan part of its territory, said it concluded its military maneuvers near the self-ruled island. It is a serious warning about the provocative activities of Taiwan's separatist independence forces and their collusion with foreign forces, China's foreign ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin said. The last day of the drills included exercises simulating sealing off the island nation, and that one of China's 2 aircraft carriers, the Shandong, also participated in today's exercise. Chinese state television reported that aircraft, including nuclear-capable H-6 bombers armed with missiles, and warships performed drills to form a multi-directional island-encompassing blockade situation. Taiwan's defense ministry said that as of 6 p.m., 1000 GMT, it detected 12 Chinese warships and 91 aircraft. Even though China's Eastern Theater Command has announced the end of its exercise, the military will never relax its efforts to strengthen its combat readiness, the Taiwanese ministry said in a statement. Earlier on Monday, the ministry said that it had registered 70 PLA aircraft and 11 Chinese naval vessels from China's military by 6 a.m., 2200 GMT, and said its armed forces were monitoring the situation closely. Taiwan's military said that 35 of the detected aircraft had crossed the median line of the Taiwan Strait. China launched the drills dubbed United Sharp Sword in response to last week's meeting between Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen and U.S. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, and said it was a stern warning. The meeting took place after Tsai stopped in California on her way home, having completed a trip to Central America. Beijing considers the democratically self-governed island of Taiwan as its own and has threatened to take it by force. Washington has no formal diplomatic relations with Taipei, however. The U.S. is also Taiwan's most significant political and military backer. A video published Monday to the Chinese Eastern Theater Command's official WeChat account showed a pilot saying he had arrived near the northern part of Taiwan Island, with missiles locked into place. In another video with dramatic orchestral accompaniment, an officer's piercing whistle sends military personnel running into position as a simulated barrage on Taiwan unfolds on screen. On Bagan Island, part of Taiwan's Matsu archipelago that is within sight of China's mainland, 60-year-old chef Lin Kikong told AFP he simply did not want war. "We, common people, just want to live peaceful and stable lives," Lin said, adding that Taiwan's military was no match for China's. "If any war happens, now that their missiles are so advanced, there's no way our side could resist. This side will be leveled to the ground." China and Taiwan split at the end of a civil war in 1949. China views democratic Taiwan as part of its territory and has vowed to take it one day. The United States has been deliberately ambiguous on whether it would defend Taiwan militarily. But for decades it has sold weapons to Taipei to help ensure its self-defense and offered political support. Tsai met McCarthy outside Los Angeles on her way home from a visit with two allied countries in Central America. In August last year, China deployed warships, missiles, and fighter jets around Taiwan in its largest show of force in years, following a trip to the island by McCarthy's predecessor, Nancy Pelosi. But China had repeatedly warned against any meeting and began the latest war games soon after Tsai returned to Taiwan. These operations serve as a stern warning against the collusion between separatist forces seeking Taiwan independence and external forces, and against their provocative activities. Shai Yin, a PLA spokesman, said about Joint Sword. Tsai responded to the drills by pledging to work with the US and other like-minded countries in the face of continued authoritarian expansionism. The world is closely watching this situation, and there have been various international responses. Some nations have expressed support for the US, while others are calling for de-escalation. We'll cover the reactions from key players in the region. Now let's talk about the implications of this deployment. What does it mean for US-China relations, regional stability, and the future of Taiwan? We'll analyze the potential consequences and discuss possible scenarios. As tensions in the South China Sea continue to rise, the deployment of the US Milius remains a critical development. Be sure to share your thoughts and opinions on this topic in the comments section below. And if you found this video informative, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thank you for joining us today on Fulgur channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content, and follow us on social media for real-time updates. Stay informed, stay safe, and until next time.